Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Space Marine 2 video. In today's video, I want to share my experience using the Plasma Incinerator with the Tactical class. Now, I know that Melter Rifle is meta right now because of how good it is when it comes to exterminating swarms of enemies, and also because of its overheal mechanic, which is, by the way, just a bug that will get fixed in the next update. However, I don't think that it won't affect the effectiveness of the gun after the changes, as it will still stagger and obliterate swarm of enemies fast. But if you are looking for a new playstyle, then I strongly recommend the Plasma Incinerator that turns your tactical into a budget sniper. The best part is, with the infinite ammo perk of this class, you will have no problem with the charged shot mechanic's high ammunition consumption. So I just unlocked the relic version of this gun, and right now I am using the Warhammer Crusade Alpha version of this gun that grants high venting speed to the weapon. I did not choose the one with high ammunition capacity because in my tactical class I have the Emperor's Vengeance that restores 1 magazine per Majoris or higher tier enemy kill. This is broken with Plasma Incinerator, as it turns out that your reserve magazine is the one that will get restored by this perk. With Emperor's Vengeance, you will have no problem with ammunition while using Plasma Incinerator with tactical, but I think that there is a bug right now with this perk, as once you kill a Majoris unit or higher, it won't restore your plasma gun if you are holding it. Usually once a Majoris unit is ready for a finisher kill, I switch to my pistol and execute the Majoris unit, and it will then restore the magazine capacity of the Plasma Incinerator. I think it's just a bug because in other guns, I usually restore 1 magazine if I am holding the weapon. Nonetheless, you can easily switch to your pistol if you are going for a finisher to restore your plasma gun's ammunition. Now, getting back to the weapon version I choose, and let me explain why venting speed is important. It turns out that venting speed does not only affect the time to cool down the plasma weapon, but it also affects the vent capacity of the gun. To make it short, any other version of the Plasma Incinerator can fire 2 charged shots before overheating, but the relic tier version with extra venting speed will allow you to fire 5 charged shots before overheating. This is big since the charged shot of the Plasma Incinerator is nasty and deals huge damage. For reference, a last fusel in the hands of the sniper with his extra damage perks can turn Majoris or higher tier enemies red in 2 shots. The Plasma Incinerator can do it in 3 shots without any buff, and if you use the Auspex scan of your tactical, then it will have the same devastating power as the hardest hitting primary weapon in the game. When it comes to the weapon perks, I have versatile passive buffs for this gun, as I like the increased damage paired with the fast charging shots, as well as increased projectile speed. I also added the efficient charge to decrease the ammo consumption of the charged shot from 10 to 8. Then I also added the plasma collection that grants additional energy reserve. I have a total of 156 full magazine capacity in my Plasma Incinerator, which means I can fire 15 charged shots at enemies. This is enough to kill at least 5 Majoris enemies in normal, and I can just use the Emperor's Vengeance perk from my tactical to restore 130 energy reserve and go kill some bugs again. This gun is nasty in dealing damage to single targets like Majoris, Extremis, and even Terminus enemies, including bosses in the game like the Hive Tyrant. However, you might need to change your playstyle a bit, as you can't do the melted gun playstyle while using the Plasma Incinerator. The most problematic part of this gun is that even with the increased blast radius on charge shots, it can only kill those Minoris units that are tightly grouped. The biggest problem is when they are swarming you in different directions, and you must use everything in your arsenal to kill them and not get overwhelmed. Try to use frag grenades or shot grenades to clear them fast, or you can also patiently kill them with your chainsword. What I usually do if frag grenades are not available is to do a dash attack with my chainsword so I can perform a gun strike and restore 1 armor segment. Then I just spam the melee until the stomp attack, and then get back to restoring armor until all Minoris enemies are dead. But if you can avoid being swarmed, then the better. And also, don't forget your perfect parry, which is very helpful in these instances, especially if you are using the fencing chainsword that grants a high perfect parry window. Overall, the Plasma Incinerator is a beast when it comes to dealing with massive damage, but be careful not to get overwhelmed by enemies. You need to be cautious with your approach and make it more of a mid-range battle than a close quarter combat. If you can do that, then you will junk the Melta meta and enjoy the Plasma Incinerator. So that's all about it. I hope that this video helps and gives you some insights on what else you can use to have fun in the game. Thank you so much for watching, and we hope to see you again in our next video. Squad Leader signing off.